start streaming and pull you up. So, I believe the stream is now started, so that's cool. So anybody who's watching in the chat, I don't know if you have my YouTube channel up, if you want to communicate with the chat. But first of all, just tell everyone about yourself, and I left a link in the description to your Instagram account because that's where I met you off of. So once you actually give me the link to your YouTube channel, I'll actually put that down there and we'll update that. But go ahead, explain yourself, introduce yourself, you know.
Okay, so hello, I'm Zach. I am from California. I am 14, and I kind of identify myself as the unofficial youngest proto collector, like in the Funko community. I have 13 protos, and they're all from American Horror Story. So as far as I know, I have the most complete set of American Horror Story protos. That's kind of like my signature thing. I'm really into American Horror Story, but I also really like ad icons, and I'm starting to get into Harry Potter a lot more too. I have the whole It set. I'm trying to start working on some of the protos for those too.
Yeah, I saw that you were trying to get the proto for the Pennywise. I know back when we first started talking, because
Yeah.
how I actually met him was I think I posted that I had a Jack Torrance chase that I had an extra of, if anybody wanted it, and he of course wanted it because it was
Yeah.
like one of your biggest ones. It was, and he actually
Yeah.
traded me a prototype, and I still have that sitting on my shelf today, and it's a Greg Heffley Wacky Wobbler. So it's really cool. He does have a really decent collection. I know that I've seen bits and pieces of it here and there with your prototypes. I mean, you have
Yeah.
an amazing set of prototypes.
Yeah, I
But
have them all right here.
so do you go ahead and like buy an extra like pop of the character just to have a box for the prototype, or do you just leave the prototype sitting
I
and dust
keep
them
all of
off?
my prototypes out of the box. I have three shelves in my room, and I put all of the prototypes on there. I like the protos because like you really get to see their sculpt more than you do in like just a normal pop. So I like to keep them out of the box so I can just look at them and be like, hey, this is kind of cool. Because I don't take all of my pops out of the box. Sometimes I will just like get a look at it and then I put them back. But with the protos, I like have a 360 of like the sculpt without all the paint and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I like to look at those unobscured.
So how do you get most of your protos?
I have made many a friend in the collector or in the Funko community. I have most of my protos actually came from like the same person. I bought three protos from two people. I didn't say that right, but so like there's two separate people, and I bought three protos from each of them. So I kind of find people who have like a big collection of them, and then I'm all like, hey, I want them all. Just like give me a price, pretty much. So a lot of people I know, American Horror Story isn't that big of a line, so most of the protos, not just like oh one's here, one's there, whatever. Most of them are kind of grouped together.
In
So that's
someone's
how I find
collection. Yeah,
yeah.
pretty
So
sure.
that's how I'm able to find a lot of them. And I trade and I have other protos that I can trade for American Horror Story ones too. So I mostly it's really just about the bribe and the sweet talk, trying to get people to let go of them.
Hey,
Like
I got this amazing pipe. I got this amazing piece right here. It's limited edition.
yeah, I had the one of 50. It's the was the green glitter Freddy Funko from
Okay.
Fun Days, like 2000. I want to say 11, but I think that's too far away. I think it was like 2013. But it was one of 50. It was like super rare, whatever. And I tried to trade it for a couple protos, and nobody would,
Nobody would
like, no one
budge.
would take that trade. And I'm all like, why? Like, this is so rare. This is so cool. So, but then I ended up selling it, and the guy, since I had already bought a proto from him, he cut me a really great deal on the last two. So that finished like one of the smaller sets that I've been trying to finish for a long time, and also got me started on the last one that I need. So I mean, it all worked out, but I mean, sometimes the trades they don't. always work it out.
Well, yeah, that's how it happens with even just common pops too. It's just like
Yeah.
sometimes when people have it, they're like, I think this is worth more because it's in my collection. And in reality, it's like, uh, if you didn't really want to trade, why'd you even accept the offer? Like, why are you even?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the interview part of this. There's 50 questions. I sent you them before, and hopefully you said you've prepared a little bit for this, right?
Yes, I have the protos over here and the pops over there, and everything's ready to go.
Alrighty, cool. So question number one: what's your most expensive pop?
So, the most, like, according to a price guide, is this one. It's the one of 350, the Bloody Freddy Funko Twisty.
And Twisty's from American Horror Story,
American Horror,
correct?
yeah, Freak Show.
Okay,
So this one's from Fun Days 2015.
that's an
One of
amazing
350
sculpt.
pieces. He shot up a lot recently. I have the normal one and I have the bloody one like this, and they were both at around, like, together I'd say they were about 250 a couple months ago, and then just recently both of them shot up, and now the bloody one's at 285 if I'm not mistaken, and the normal one's at like 190.
So that's basically they're both grails at this point. Then
Oh yeah, absolutely.
awesome. All right, number two: what's your least valuable pop?
Beverly Marsh. She's. I
Poor,
thought that.
poor Beverly.
Yeah, she's worth $4 according to Stash.
Jeez.
But I mean, I have the whole it set, so I was all, and I don't care if the commons aren't worth anything. I still need to get them.
Of course, that's
I love the movie, and I saw it with my dad, so I kind of like hold that very dear to me. So I thought, like, who cares if it's $4? I'll pay 11 so I can complete the set. It's not that big of a deal.
pretty much same. Actually, the only one from the common line. Well, now that they released the Hot Topic exclusive one, I
Oh,
missed
yeah.
out on that one, the metallic one. But the only other one I'm missing currently is just the black and white Pennywise from the Rhode Island Comic Con, which is coming out
Okay.
soon, and then the Chase Beverly Marsh, which I'm still gonna hunt that down. It's gonna come out eventually for
Yeah.
my area, but
And she's not vaulted yet, so there's still restocks and all that are
yeah.
coming. I know a lot of people found it at Barnes and Noble, so that might be a good place to look.
Alrighty then, that'll help me out a little bit. Barnes and Noble's a distance away, but I should be able to get there.
Yeah.
Number three, what made you start collecting?
It's embarrassing. I used to collect Skylanders, so they were like the Toys to Life, like the video game, and I was really into flipping those so I could make money. So I could buy more Skylanders, and then I saw these. I got an Amazon gift card for Christmas, and I was just scrolling through Amazon, and then I see this thing, and it's like, what's like a Funko Pop? And so I see it, and it has a sticker, and it says exclusive. So I'm all like, this might be actually worth money. And since it was a gift card, I was all, oh, I mean, worst comes to worst, I lose like $6 off of my gift card or whatever. So I bought. It was, if I remember correctly, the Entertainment Earth exclusive Glow 6-inch Thanos, the Entertainment Earth exclusive Glitter Olaf, and the Amazon exclusive Glow Yellow Jacket. So I got all those, and then I was all like, hey, like, these things are actually kind of cool. And I looked on eBay, and I was all, hey, these are actually, like, some of them are actually worth quite a bit of money. So I thought, oh, I'll sell these, and then I'll buy more, and then I'll sell those, and then I'll buy more or whatever. And because then I thought that it was only like Marvel and DC and all that stuff, and I'm not really into like the superheroes or anything. But then I saw that they had lines that I was actually really interested in, like Disney and like American Horror Story and all that stuff. So I was all like, hey, like, I actually really like these. So then I kind of started buying the ones that I wanted for myself, not ones that I just wanted to make money off of. And then I grew from a collection of 20 pops that I had about a little more than 2 years ago. I moved to my new house with a collection of 20 pops. They all fit in a drawer, and now I have an entire wall covered in them.
I'm just looking to the left of me, and I have it. It's just the wall is completely filled over to this side off screen. But no, I get that. So actually I played Skylanders with my little brother because first of all I was into Spyro. Spyro was kind of the games I grew up with. But then
Spyro's the OG.
So then I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like Spyro and I'll play this. And we got into a little bit of the Toys to Life. We actually own the Disney one. We own the Lego one, and we have every single last Lego piece. So we are pretty into it. We kind of stopped with the Skylanders because he didn't play it that much anymore. So that's how that happened. But yeah, I get that. It's probably it is a big segue into collecting, I'm assuming, right? Just I can get all these exclusive ones, the golden Spyro. If there's they had golden amiibos and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there's just like the pops, there's the common, and then there's the exclusive, and then there's the chase, and there's all of these different Skylanders. And I was just really into collecting just the Skylanders that I liked and that I thought that I'd be able to play with and that I'd enjoy. And then I found out oh wait, this is an exclusive. And then when I actually tried to find some other exclusives, like the gold Magna Charge or Manga Charge or something, I don't remember all their names, but it was so hard for me to find that one, and I was just like, why can't I find it? Then I looked on eBay and I was like, whoa, this is worth money. So then I got money from Christmas and birthday and all that, and then I spent some of that money on some exclusives and some rarities that I really thought were cool. It's a gold and black Fright Rider from Skylanders Giants, and it was an exclusive to Frito-Lay, the people who make Lay's and Fritos and Cheetos and all them, because they used to give away Skylanders all the time, and I had won a giveaway from them before. So I thought, hey, I know of them, their exclusives are pretty cool. So I bought one of those on eBay or Amazon or something, and I still have it in my collection. It's the only Skylander that I'll be all no, I'm not selling that, because it's really cool. But the rarity and the exclusivity of them, is really interesting, especially compared next to Pops, because Skylanders is kind of a dead franchise now. But all these exclusives and stuff, people still pay a bit of money for, even though it's
a dead game.
Yeah.
The whole Toys to Life franchise is basically dead at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know you had a Funko YouTube channel before, and you said that you don't have any more videos on it.
Yonder, yeah.
But you plan to restart your channel, kind of rebrand it, start it back up again?
Right, because when I used to have my channel, I didn't have a following like I do now with because I wasn't on Facebook, I wasn't on Instagram when I had my old channel, but now that I do, I think I can, get a little bit more publicity for it, and more people would watch it and be interested in my content and stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you had the entire, American Horror Story, you can just start off with something like that, where, you show off your proto collection, and I'm assuming that will do a decent amount with numbers, at least, and as long as you, promote it, because I know you have a relatively healthy amount of followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm almost at 500, if I'm not mistaken,
So you can probably bring a few people, because a lot of people who, look at Funko items, they will go ahead and check out our YouTube channel most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, why did you start doing Funko products on YouTube? What made you want to do YouTube, basically?
I used to collect Moshi monsters, the little figures. It's this old game, also completely dead. It's from the UK, and I was super into it, and I would watch YouTube videos 24/7, and I spent all my money on just these little inch and a half tall little collectibles, and I'm all these are awesome. I need to show people. And some friends, I guess, that I kind of made in that community too. One of the girls, the Moshi Monster Kitty, may she rest in peace. Her channel ended a long time ago, but she is still alive. She has the Guinness World Record for the most Moshi Monsters collectibles, the biggest collection of it. I was That's
Holy
so
crap.
cool. Yeah, and she got like sponsorships from the game and stuff, and she used to get all this free stuff. And I was like, I'll start a channel. I want to be like that. Like, I want a
I want to get free
sponsorship.
stuff.
Yeah, I want free stuff. I want like a world record and all that. And I had kind of a following on there, but then I got in a fight with another, like I guess, collector because of something I said. Because a lot of things that you can't get here, you can get in the UK. So then she's all like showing off, like, like we have it in the UK, you don't in the US or whatever. So we kind of got in a fight over that, and then she ended up getting my YouTube channel like banned.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
that was so that was nice, but I'm over it now. I still have my giant like old computer bag full of the figures to remind me, but I mean, I started with YouTube on that, and then after the incident, I stopped, and then I went back into like Skylanders with that and unboxing Skylanders and doing all that. And then I got out of that when I kind of fell out of Skylanders, and then I got back into Pops about 2 years ago when I started doing my YouTube channel, and then I ended that because there's so many people in my house and it's always so loud I can never actually record.
I get that. Like right now, my family's out of the house. They're eventually going to be back. As soon as they get back, it's going to get loud. So, but
Yeah.
it's something you got to fight through. That's why most of the times when I record, it's usually when everyone's asleep, and I try to stay quiet, but it happens. But if I get like free time, like right now, I can actually do a live stream or something like that.
Yeah, well, I have school from like 6 to 3, and then I have homework after that, and I like all the stuff I need to do. So the only time when I'll actually ever be able to record would be on the weekends or like really late at night. But then I need to sleep.
Yeah. See, and then work and college messes up my schedule. All right.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Get rid of one of the. If you were to get rid of one of them, which would it be? And your options are Dorbs, Rock Candies, or Mystery Minis.
Mystery minis
Mystery
because
Minis.
they are mystery minis. They're like $7, and you don't know which one you're gonna get. And then you're gonna open the box, and it's gonna be one that you already have, and you're like, great, I just spent $7 on the same thing that I already have.
On something this big.
Yeah. Like, it's almost as much as a normal pop. Like, you might as well just spring for the pop of that character instead of the mystery mini, because the mystery minis, they're tiny, they're not as detailed as a normal pop, and they, of course, you risk, getting doubles or a one
Yeah.
that you don't want.
Okay. I get that. I think most people would say Rock Candy, so. But I understand that. The Mystery Minis, I think, are way too overpriced.
I
All right.
actually really like the rock candies because like they're the same cost as a pop, and I mean I get that because they're roughly the same size. But the rock candies, they're really detailed
Oh,
and
yeah.
they look really realistic. So I mean it's kind of a different thing for Funko because they usually don't make super realistic looking figures. But I think that the rock candies, like the reaction figures, they're cool. They're not their best line, but they're cool because of how detailed and like how much attention to detail they have on them and how accurate they are.
Okay. So number 6. What is your most wanted pop figure?
My most wanted is like of ones that they've made or of ones that exist.
I think.
Like a one that I want them to make.
I think I have a question in the future about if you want them to make one. So I think
Okay.
this. I don't remember. I made this so long ago. I think it's the
Okay.
one that they've made already, but you want to have that pop figure in your collection.
Okay. Well, I really want the prototype of the Countess because Lady Gaga's amazing. That character is amazing. American Horror Story is amazing. But I've never seen them make a proto of the Countess before, so I don't know if it exists or not. But of like a production piece, it'd probably be the it'd either be the 1 in 12 black shirt Freddy Funko Ace Ventura, or the 1 of 480 2016 Big Boy, because
Okay.
I really love both of those. And I was this close to getting the Big Boy, but I was at the pop-up shop and they capped the line 2 people in front of me, so I missed it. But
Oh, that's
yeah,
terrible.
if I had another chance, I'd go back in time. I'd get there just 5 minutes before.
And then you'd have them.
Right, because now it's like $1,500, and I don't have $1,500.
I don't think a lot of people have $1,500 just sitting around.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is your favorite line to collect? And I'm assuming I know the answer.
Well, I mean, American Horror Story, it's a great line, but I don't think they're ever going to expand on it anymore, especially with the licensing
Okay.
and like all the errors that the issues that they've had with that. And I have a story about that. I know that's one of your other questions. Um, but I really like American Horror Story, but there really, except for Protos, isn't much more for me to collect in it. So I probably have to go with the ad icons because I love the ad icons set because it reminds me of just things. It's not like I'm like old and like, oh, this reminds me of my childhood or whatever. It's just like something that I hold some kind of attachment to. And it doesn't look like they're going to be slowing down on the ad icons
Not
anytime soon.
anytime soon.
So fingers crossed that they actually make some more and that I'm able to get my hands on those.
Yeah, I mean, they've been making them relatively easier to get. It's just that,
Yeah.
I don't know, a little bit of the botting system needs to be worked on still, but other than that, I think Funko's doing a relatively decent job. Just don't give them the target anymore, basically, is my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. Target is the worst for their exclusives. Like, hands down, I'd rather every exclusive be on the Funko shop than
Than ever at
any
Target.
exclusive go to Target.
Yeah, I get that.
Because Target,
The
they're
12 days
terrible
was
at Target.
terrible. I mean, not the 12 days. The weekly drops, the weekly Friday drops, that was terrible. I remember that. And then,
I'm excited for the Funko Fridays that they do online at Target. Because, like, yeah, it's at midnight, so you have to stay up late or whatever. But Target.com, if you know when they're going to go up and you know what's going to go up and everything's auto-saved, like same with the Funko shop, it's relatively easy to get stuff, like, from Target.com.
yeah.
It's just in store that makes me really mad. Because, like, I'm only 14, a lot of employees, like, they don't really take me seriously. So they're all like, oh, just like come back later and like we'll look for it or whatever. And they never do, or they kind of just like blow me off or whatever. So I'm all like, you realize that, I'm a collector too. I'm a customer too. Like, I'd rather go online and at least get what I want than go to a store and not get what I want and have people like, rude to me.
Yeah. Hell, I'm still waiting for the Pikachu to drop when I'm actually available to get it, because I have yet to ever see it online. And I couldn't find it in store whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, Target, it's a big
Yeah,
no-no for me.
really mad. I was really mad with the first Pikachu drop because I was up until I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning or something, waiting for the Pikachu on the night that it was supposed to go up, but it never did. So I was
Yeah.
really mad. And then about like a week later, it went up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was like a Saturday, so I was sleeping.
And I was
So I
asleep.
missed it, but I was really mad about it. But I still was able to get one, like with help from a friend, because some people's their targets are good, some people their targets suck. Some are able to get them online, some not all that. But I was still able to get one, which I'm happy about. But I'm still really mad at them not dropping it when they were supposed to, and me losing all of this sleep trying to get one.
Yeah, that was a pain. And like I said, I still haven't picked up one for myself per se, because I have one for a giveaway right now, but not one for myself. And I've been trying to go ahead and try to snag one or two so that way I have one for me and one for out of box, because of course Pokemon and Funko, that's exactly what I do. That's all that I do. Alright, question number 8. Do you own any customs?
No, I was this close to buying the entire set of Lady Gaga customs that I think there accounts like fandoms and Funko or Funko and fandoms. Oh no, I'm such a big fan. But they made like 5 or 6 different Lady Gaga customs, and their customs are really good.
Okay.
And I was super close to buying them, but it was, I believe, either right before or right after SDCC when they decided to sell them, and I had negative money then, so I wasn't able to get any. But I hope in the future I'm able to get some.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to any pops that are coming out. Anything that's just been recently announced.
uh, I am really I'm really like excited for the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Okay.
I'm so excited for that one. I've been asking for that one for such a long time. Pillsbury, I can't English. The Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm so excited for. Buzz from the Cheerio Bee. I'm excited for that one. Chester Cheetah, Colonel Sanders. I'm excited for the new Britney Spears. I don't know how many of them they're making,
I hope
but
they make enough because I want one myself.
yeah, I've seen the Baby One More Time, like the leak,
Yeah.
and I saw um like the leak that was just the name, which was the Slave for You, Britney. Like that one I'm really excited for. 'Cause, like that's that song's a bop, and you need the pop if the song's a bop. I'll see myself out.
See,
But
I'm definitely getting the "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," and then just recently, yesterday, they announced the entire Queen set, and that's something I need to pick up myself.
yeah, my aunt went and saw A Star Is Born with me, so she has now guilted me into go seeing Bohemian Rhapsody with her, even though I cannot stand Queen at
This
all.
this live stream's about to end, guys. I'm sorry for everyone who watched. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, like I cannot like Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know why that song just it bothers me so much. I cannot stand it.
It's literally the best song to have ever been made. Statistically, it has to.
I'm sorry.
I think statistically, it's the best song to ever have been made.
I
Number one
mean,
on Rolling
based
Stones
on
forever.
yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, like based on sales and based on its popularity, I think that yes, it is one of the best songs ever made according to that. But to me personally, because my grandpa, he's really into like he's really into Queen and the Eagles and all that. He just play their music on just an endless loop in the car, just screaming it at the top of his lungs, and that completely ruined the whole experience for me.
I can see that now. Yeah, if you hear a song 80 million times, it might throw you off. I get that.
Yeah,
All right.
especially Hotel California. He's obsessed with that one. I just ruined the Eagles for me forever.
Okay. Well, we're gonna. I'm gonna. Hopefully, the movie convinces. I mean, that movie might not convince you to like Queen even more. You might like the band members other than Freddie Mercury, but Freddie Mercury was kind of a prima donna. So in the movie,
Yeah,
he's not portrayed in the best light, but it's kind of semi-accurate.
right.
Okay,
He's so a really iconic, person and a figure in history.
he's an
So I think
entertainer
that
through and
yeah.
through.
So I've never really looked into him that much, but I feel like that if or when I go see the movie, that if it shines a bit of light on it, I feel like, oh, that's actually kind of cool because I know that he was like the first of many to do a lot of different things.
Yeah, he was an amazing performer. Number
Yeah.
10. What is a brand new line you would want Funko to make?
Lady Gaga, 100%, hands down. They can make so many of them.
Just a line of
They
Lady
can
Gaga
make,
pops.
yes, just a whole Lady Gaga line. Just like they could make the Super Bowl with her in like her whole blue thing, and then they could make like a chaser, an exclusive with just like the white shoulder pads. I thought of like this whole thing. They could make a meat dress. They could make like the bubble dress. They could make the Kermit the Frog dress. They could make her with her giant wig and her seashell bikini from Art Pop. They could make like they could even make a pop rides of her when from the Born This Way cover where she's a motorcycle. Like they could do anything with that.
Well, I
like
hope Funko. I hope they take that in
yeah,
consideration. I'm pretty sure
like
somewhere down the line we'll get a Lady Gaga pop
mhm.
that's specifically
I
her, not
yeah
the characters.
I met Brian Moriarty at Comic Con in 2017. I was lucky enough to go to the press opening for the pop up shop, and that goes with another one of your questions. But I talked to him about the Countess Pop, and I asked him why she came so long after the rest of them. Because if I'm not mistaken, she came in July, and Mr. March, Hypodermic Sally, and Holden they came in like February or March time. So when I was talking to him, he said that Lady Gaga, it was so hard to make the Countess because of it's her and it's American Horror Story, and since she's so popular and since she has all these people behind her and American Horror Story is so popular and they have all the people behind them, and since Lady Gaga, she runs her own show pretty much. She they had to submit the prototype to her, not to like the creators or the producers or anything,
Okay.
which of course they had to do, but she had to approve it as well. So they sent it to her, and then if she approved it, then it had to go through her team and through her marketing and through all of her people, and then it went to American Horror Story, and then it had to go through all of their people. So it took a really long time, and she turned down so many prototypes, or at least according to Brian. And I don't think that they'd ever really,
Work with her.
yeah, want to go back to working with her after that, or even with American Horror Story, because Hotel's the last season that they made pops of. So I'm kind of afraid that that kind of like ruined the
Ruined
whole situation with them. But I hope that they will actually like reconsider, I guess, and end up making pops of her. Because I mean, there's so many collectors out there, and I know me and Mrs. Funko Junkie talk about this all the time, and they could make so many different Lady Gaga pops, and they could have this whole line, and there's so many variants, and there's just so much that they can do, and I especially think that she would like Funko because of how creative they are and how unique they are, and that would I think complement her creativity and her uniqueness as well.
Okay, so I wish. See, look, now that's making me think. Oh man, I shouldn't have ever said anything about her making a pop because now that seems like it's going to be a pain. Just that's going to be terrible. Just trying to go through that process again. I mean, they wouldn't have to go through the American Horror Story as well, but it seems to me that the creators of American Horror Story were a little bit more lenient than Lady Gaga was.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because you'd think with how iconic Lady Gaga are that they would have at least thought of a Lady Gaga pop before they would have thought of Justin Bieber. But I think that because um like of her requirements, and yeah, she cares about her image. Like her image is everything. Her image and her message, that's her whole thing. So I think that if the pop didn't portray her image like she would have wanted, that she might have completely lost it, like she did on the set of American Horror Story. She like had a complete meltdown. So I think that like if something like that had happened like with the Funko situation, that might have kind of like created a really bitter environment in between Funko and Lady Gaga. So I mean, if she can just get a proto and be all like, here, I like this, let's go with that, just like first try, then I think it'd work. But if they'd have to go through like a huge process and submit proto after proto after proto to her, then I don't think that it will ever happen.
Yeah. But, eventually one day, once Funko, because I think Funko's just getting bigger and bigger,
Oh,
maybe
absolutely.
she's gonna, maybe be a little bit more lenient and say, we'll try it again. But who knows? All
Well,
right.
because like I actually have the Countess Pop right here. They were produced in 2016, And I, at least to me, that was right around when I started collecting. So that I think was when it really started to blow up because I know
Because it's
Fun
huge
Days
now.
2016 people were surprised with like, whoa, I can't like get a ticket to Fun Days this year. Whoa, I can't get into the Funko booth this year. Like I think that right around then is when it kind of blew up. So I think that now if she sees like, oh, they're really big, like they actually like they mean business, that she might be all like, oh, let's try this again.
Which I think she'd be down for. She seems like a decent person,
Hmm.
so she might try
And
it again.
I know last year I'm total like gaga nerd stalker person. I know she got a standard character mark or some kind of something like that, where she like can have her name be used on different things, and that SDCC post with just like the big L, I was all like, oh my god, like that's the same font from her last tour, and she just got her standard character mark. Like it might actually be it, but it wasn't. But I think that now that she has that, and she's coming out with a huge cosmetic line, that she might actually consider, branching out into like more collectibles and more merchandise and all that on top of, what she already has.
Which would be smart.
Yeah. Like she can make money and people can have, a little collectible of her. So like it's a win-win.
All right. Number 11, because we got to start steamrolling through this.
Yeah,
Any
sorry.
pops? No, it's fine. It's fine. I should have put in the description. He's a huge Lady Gaga fan. Talk to him about anything about Lady Gaga.
Warning.
Okay. Any pops you regret buying?
Yes. Here's right here. This
Ooh.
very possibly the worst Chase ever. I saw two of them in the store, and I was all, these are both the Chase. And neither of them had the stickers. I was like, oh, it's like an error or something. So I bought both of them at Hot Topic. It cost me like $28. And then I got home, and I'm all like, wait a second. These are actual trash. Like a 1 in 3 Chase, and there's 3 different variants. It's like a participation trophy.
Kind of.
It's not
But
really
you can't even. You won't be able to even flip them for anything. I think they're what, like maybe $2 a piece, $7
Yeah.
maybe.
I
For
don't
the
even
ones
think I
with the
could give it
stickers.
away. I'd be all like, here's $5, take it.
I'm gonna sell it to. I'm gonna pay you to take it, and people are like, no, I don't want that anywhere near me.
I want it gone.
Okay, so I saw a recent post that you made, so I think I know relative the answer. But how many pops do you own?
I have 215, give or take, Funko items altogether. And then I think I have, I'm trying to think, I think I have like 180-ish just pops.
Okay.
But then I have, Dorbs and plush and mystery minis and all those.
Oh yeah, and that's where it all goes crazy. Because then I'm looking at my room, I'm like, oh, I got a whole crap load of Dorbs. I have over 90 Dorbs.
Wow, I have, I think, 5.
Yeah, see, I'm a completionist. That's where the Pokemon came into me hard, where it's like I gotta get them all. So
gotta catch them all.
basically, so I have every single last Stranger Things Dorbs, every single last DC Bombshell Dorbs. I collect all the DC Dorbs I can. I have as many Suicide Squad as I could find. So that's how it ends up happening with me, and it's a bad addiction.
Yeah, I was really like super crazy completionist with, of course, American Horror Story. And then for some reason the Captain Crunch set, I just completely lost it over that one. I got all 3 of the Funko Shop ones, but I could not find the Target one, and
The Target exclusive Captain Crunch.
I'm freaking out. I'm all like, I have all the rest of them. They're worth like $65. I paid, 25 or whatever on the Funko Shop, but this one here that's worth 20, I can't find
anywhere.
Just like at a store, and it's a Target exclusive. Target used to be so easy.
And now Target's literally the worst.
I freak out if I'm just like missing one from a set. Like I don't have the metallic Pennywise. It's I just can't handle it.
January they're restocking. January they're restocking.
Fingers crossed they actually have money when they do that.
That's how it works with me. It's like, oh snap, I have bills to pay. Oh snap, they have the entire the whole entire Queen set, They just announced Ash from Overwatch. They had the 3 Dragon Ball pops from GameStop that I need to pre-order now. I'm like, what the heck? What? Where's all my money gonna go?
Yeah.
And it's all gonna go to pops. But then it's like
Mhm.
my car's like, I'm dying over here. The check engine light's been on for the last year, and I'm like, I'll get to you later.
Yeah. Well, because like I know with adults you have adulting to do, which a lot of the time gets in the way of buying pops.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm only 14. I can't get a job yet. I have no way to like get money except for selling pops. So
Yeah.
I'm really limited when it comes to
Income.
like yeah, and buying more pops. And I pre-order all of these pops, and I put like $5 down on it, and I pre-order it with a friend, not at GameStop because I hate GameStop. But like whenever he gets them in, he's all like, "Oh, here's the shipping cost for them." And the other day I had like $8 in my bank account or something, and he's all like, "Oh, here's all the rest of them. You have 14 pops that I'm gonna ship to you. It's gonna be like $18 to ship it." And I'm like, I don't have that.
It's damn. That's the struggle with younger collectors. I know. One of the youngest collectors, well, on YouTube is what's his channel's name? I think his name is Josh. I know it's Josh. I can't remember the kid's name, but he has a whole crapload of collection, like a crapload of Funko Pops. But he does it with the stock market and stuff like that, and he
Oh,
invests through that way, and that's how he gets his money. But he does like $100 mystery boxes and everything. So Funko Pop
yeah.
Central, that's who I'm talking about.
I'll need to check him out because that I never do mystery boxes because I'm afraid I'll buy one and I'll get just like this
Trash.
super cheap pop, and I'll just be all like,
Why did I waste $30
I
on
don't know.
that?
Like I had a bit of money a couple weeks ago or like a month ago or something, and I saw the Chrono Toys Grail box go up, and I was like the mystery box, and I was all like, ooh, I should buy one of those, and I'm all, it's like $200, $300, and like what if I get one I don't want or like one that I don't care about?
And what if
Like
you
it won't
get
really
one
be
that you
worth
don't?
it.
What if you get one that you don't care about, and let's say you can't trade it, you can't sell it for anything because it's
Right.
a bad one. So yeah,
Right.
that's mystery boxes
Then
in general are
that
just pain in the ass.
yeah. I sell mystery boxes, but I never buy mystery boxes.
Okay. All right. Number 13. Would you rather have all pops be limited to, like, for example, all pops be 100 pieces each, or would you have none of the pops be limited so that way everyone can get one, but it makes the value of all the pops basically zero? They're all
Well,
the
I
same.
would I would much rather them all be limited. I think if they were 100 pieces, I might go none of them limited. But I'd say if they made, say, like, just to vary by the characters, like if they made of the common Pennywise, if they're all like, oh, we made 8,500 of this one, like go get it now or whatever, it'd drive up demand a lot, and like you'd be all, this is one of like 8,500 of them that exist, not this is just one of the ones that exist, because with a lot of commons we don't know exactly how rare they are,
Yeah.
and it kind of takes away from the collectability, if that's even a word, of them. But I think that would just make it a lot more interesting if they were all limited. Not super small editions, but if at least they advertise the editions of all of them, it'd make it a lot more collectible.
Okay, I'm just working with the audio a little bit because they said it's a little difficult to hear, so I increased the volume just a bit. Sorry about that. Okay, next question while I pull it up because I have it on a separate screen. Okay, all of your pops lost their value, every single last pop in general, and you chose 3 to keep. So meaning you're not worrying about value, you're worrying about the pops themselves. Which 3
Yeah.
would you choose to keep?
Well, they're all three lined up right here. I'll start with this one. of course, you know, the Countess. She's
Of
my
course.
favorite character from American Horror Story. I just love, like, her character, and the pop's really cool. Just, like, she has a glove on, and it doesn't look very detailed, but, I mean, if you look closely, you can see her shoes and her glove and all that. Like,
Is that blood down her lip?
yep, she is. She has a very rare and uncommon, like unheard of blood disease, and she has to, like, eat people. So,
I've
like,
never watched
I
American
think,
Horror Story, so that's new to me.
yeah, this season's a little weird, but
She
it's
has
my
a blood
favorite.
condition and has to eat people. That's
Yeah, so they're essentially vampires, but they don't call themselves vampires because, like, they don't melt in the sun, and they don't, like, garlic won't kill them or something. But they can die. So, I
Can
mean,
you see that?
yes, I can.
That's awesome.
That. I'm gonna need that. Is it? I don't know if
Box
that's an
lunch.
exclusive or not.
Box launch exclusive.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm going to need that one. I also need the Harry Potter movie moment that's dropping tonight. I need to cop that.
I have mine. I had to cop that one as well.
I have this one.
Glow in the Dark Lucky. Very good choice.
I love. They're delicious. The pop is really well done. So I thought, like, this one's, you know, it's cool. It glows in the dark. The glow's really good on it. That's my alarm. The glow's really good on it. So I think, you know, it's special to me. I've eaten Lucky Charms my entire life, so I mean, might as well.
Okay.
And then this one, my favorite piece in my whole collection.
Oh, snap.
My Ace Ventura. My mom got this for me for Christmas. I think either my first or second year into collecting. And it was really expensive, and it's, like, one of the most valuable ones in my collection. But just because, like, she got it for me, and I love the character, and, like, we used to all watch this as, like, a family and stuff. Like, it's just really special to me, at least. And he looks really cool too. Like, the detail on his card and his shirt and all that is awesome. And even though it's a pop, I think this one really captures, you know, the Jim Carrey-esque, you know, emotion, like, in the eyebrows.
Oh yeah, that is an amazing
does.
pop. What year did that come out? 2015, 2014?
It was produced 2013.
2013.
So it probably came out either, like, mid to late 2013 or really early 2014.
Okay, so that's a really nice piece. I'm semi-jealous. Like, do I need it in my collection? No, but if I had it in my collection, I would not complain. That's how I feel about that. All right. All pops lose their value. Would you still collect?
Absolutely.
All right.
Some of them, because, like, I don't collect all of them for value. Some I do collect for value because I'm like, this one's worth a lot. Like, I'm going to say I have this in my collection. But even if they don't have any kind of value to it, like Ace Ventura and American Horror Story and stuff, I still really enjoy those. So I'd still keep the set just because, like, I enjoy it and I like it, and it's kind of cool to say, like, here, I have this, even though it's not worth anything, but I still have it. Kind of like Beanie Babies. Like, they're not really worth much, but if you have a huge collection of it, or, like, you really enjoy them, you can be all like, I have these, I don't care what they're worth, I still have them, and I'm proud of them.
That's the right mindset, in my opinion, to have with Funko.
Yeah. But then, like, the cereal icons, like the cereal monsters, those ones, I know they're really sought after, so I'm all like, I have these in my collection, even though I don't. I've never had any of those cereals before.
Well, I think if you eat the the Funko cereal, it kind of tastes just like Frankenberry. And then,
well, then I need to go try Frankenberry because I think that cereal is fantastic.
So yeah, I mean, it's really decent. It's really decent cereal. I mean, it's like not General Mills, but it's like, it is General Mills, I think. I don't remember.
Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Chocula, they're all General Mills.
Yeah, so they're really good. It's just it's all like a holiday themed one, so you gotta get it around the time. I know like Aldi's right now has all of them, so that's where you would want to go. It
Yeah.
just I would try it out. I mean, like don't go crazy and get every single last box, but you know. All
Yeah,
right,
I'll try a box of Frankenberry and I'll be all like, hey, look, this time I get more. Like,
next year
yeah.
when they release them. Would you sell your entire collection for Pop Price Guide / Stashpedia value in cash? Like someone comes up to
Absolutely.
you right now, I'm gonna give you how much your collection's worth in cash right now.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Because I have autographed pieces. I have pieces who, like, one person listed, like Ace Ventura, he was at 280 not too long ago, and now he's just like barely at 200 because some people listed him for really cheap, and now he's like his value's really low, but like he's still really rare and he's worth more than that. And then like my protos, they can't count that towards stash or pop price guide or anything because
Yeah.
so few of them have ever been sold that you can't really put a definitive value on them like you can with other pops.
Okay. What was the last Funko Pop you've bought?
Because I mean,
Ooh, okay, continue.
okay, I was just gonna say, crap, um, like, my stash says that my whole collection value's worth, I think like $5,600 or something, but that's almost as much as I paid just for my photos. Like not even including all of the pops that I have. So yeah, there's no chance that I'd sell it for stash or pop price guide value.
Okay. Question number 17. Last Funko Pop you've bought.
So the last one I bought was the black and white Pennywise from Rhode Island Comic Con,
Okay.
but I don't have it yet. The last one that I actually got that I bought was red from Pirates.
Okay. Yours came
So
in
this
good
was like
condition?
my latest pickup. Oh yes,
Alright, because I just saw
absolutely
someone's
mint.
was crushed.
I was so scared when I found the box. I took it and I picked it up and I kind of like tilted it onto its side and I heard everything move and I was all, oh
Oh no.
no. I was so scared. But I opened it. Everything is in great condition. There was a big old ugly sticker on the bottom, but I was able to take that off and there was no residue left. But like the box, like the top and the bottom, they're not even like popped out. It's like perfectly crisp rectangle.
Gotcha. So then that's good. I'm glad because I know Disney Parks doesn't have the best shipping. It's kind of like Amazon shipping where it's pretty bad all the time.
Yeah, Disney shipping's a silent killer.
All right. We have about 30 plus questions to go in 30 minutes. You ready to spitfire this?
Yes.
All
Absolutely.
right. How much would you spend on a single pop for yourself?
However much money it would take to get the Countess Proto.
All right, so we're gonna assume over 1,000. I'm assuming that's over $1,000 for the one prototype, maybe.
If someone was asking 1,000 for the Countess Proto, I'd be all like, but if I had $1,000, then I would absolutely pay that much for it.
Gotcha. All right, how much would you spend on a pop for a family member or friend?
It depends on which family member or which. But like if I was buying a pop for my mom, like I would pay probably like $75, maybe $100 for them, because like she doesn't collect, but she has a few that I've got for her.
Okay. Question number where am I at? Number 20. Do you collect anything other than Funko? I know you said earlier in the video a few of them, but go ahead. Just
yeah, I used to collect Skylanders, Moshi Monsters, not anymore though. But I've kind of dipped my toe into the Kid Robot pool, so I have the Chia Pet Dummy from SDCC. I have I think it's a Ron English Bart from The Simpsons, and then I have a Krusty the Clown pin from The Simpsons from Comic Con this year.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's San Diego Comic Con, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm East Coast, so whenever you say Comic Con, I'm thinking New York all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, this is SDCC.
Okay. Okay. Where am I at? I'm sorry. I'm a little zoned out because I'm like, oh crap, I gotta
Really.
do a lot at work today. How much do you spend a week on Funko Pops?
It depends on the week and what's going on and how much money I have. But I'd say anywhere in between like $50 and $200. But then some weeks I spend nothing. Some weeks I spend like $500. It could be just anywhere in there, depending on what I find and how much money I have like at the time.
Okay. Do you prefer to hunt in store or do you prefer to buy online?
I prefer to buy online because employees are really rude to me, and I was on crutches one day when I went to a Hot Topic, and they had the Maxwell costume, and I actually got trampled like on the floor, like help me, I can't get up because I was like broken foot on crutches, and like the employees they didn't care at all. So not only is now hunting in stores dangerous, but it's also like the people there are really rude and you're not always going to get what you want. If you're online and there's an exclusive that's live, you're going to get it. So
Okay.
there's more of like a guarantee online. But yeah, you have to pay shipping, but it is what it is.
Okay, I get
Cat
that.
can crawl into my bag.
Shipping is basically gas money when you hunt in store. All right, what's your favorite chase?
I'd say it's a tie in between. I really like the Jack Torrance, but I couldn't find it because it was like buried like deep into my Stephen King collection, which is like 2 layers in my wall. But this guy was in the front, and he's definitely tied with Jack.
That's an amazing pop.
It has like his arms missing, the color's all different, he's all bloody, the box is all bloody, like it's a totally different figure. It's the opposite of a lazy chase.
And then here's the Jack Torrance. I know for the people who see YouTube, you'll see it in the tiniest little corner of the screen, but yeah, I traded him, like I said earlier in the video, I traded him the Jack Torrance chase for a Greg Heffley Wacky Wobbler. Did I even collect Greg Heffley or Wacky Wobblers? No, I just wanted a prototype, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But I do like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. All right, your favorite store exclusive?
Also, one of the best variants, in my opinion, at least.
I think personally,
he has the arm. He's all bloody. He's just epic. Like he's not. Amazon doesn't have a storefront, but I mean, this is definitely my favorite exclusive that I own. It's just the detail's awesome, and it's actually pops are normally cute, but this one actually is kind of creepy.
I think my favorite one's the FYE exclusive one from the second wave with the raw iron in the head.
Yeah.
I think that one's so well done with the teeth on it and
like how the face is all deformed.
Mm-hmm. It's probably my favorite. Okay.
And because like the Pennywise ones have the mouth, and like the Penny like from the new movie, like the way that Bill Skarsgård is able to like form his mouth, it's creepy, but it's like iconic, and they were actually able to capture that in the pop, and I just think that
the pops work so well.
Yeah, the whole line is just amazing.
Favorite store to buy pops from?
Oh, I love the Funko Shop, if that counts. I know that's online.
That counts.
I love the Funko Shop, and we have a visitor. I really like Target too, because when I actually am able to get what I want, it's really like it's an easy process when I'm able to get what I want. If I need to like fight with an employee to get it, then I usually won't end up getting it anyways. But when I actually get the pop at Target, it's cheaper than it is anywhere else, and a lot of the time it's easier. I mean, if they're on the floor.
Okay.
So yeah, probably Target if I'm like going to a storefront.
Even though it is the worst place to ever get pops from.
Yes. The employees are the worst, but their exclusives, they aren't bad. Yeah. Either they're actually Barnes & Noble. I really like Barnes & Noble, too.
Barnes & Noble is relatively good. It's just their online sucks during Comic-Con.
Yeah.
All right. You see a chase in store, but you don't collect anything from that series. Do you still buy it?
Yes. No chase left behind.
All right. That's the mentality. All right. In-box, out-of-box, or a mixture of both?
Both. My protos are all out of box, but all of my pops are in box.
All right. How many rooms in your house have at least one pop figure?
I'd say 3, maybe 4. I don't know if my dad's room has any in it, but his office right here, he has his little collection up there, and then he has some right here. And then, of course, I have my wall in my room, and then my step-siblings have a few that I've been able to find for them, too. So
Okay.
at least 3 rooms, maybe 4.
Question number 29. This one is an obvious answer. Do you have any protos?
No, I do not.
So, what's your favorite proto?
That is a really hard thing to choose. I really like this one. This is Papa Legba. The lighting's really bad. From American Horror Story Coven. Like,
Okay.
the detail on him is amazing, especially, like,
The skulls look really good.
But the skulls on his hat, they're just, yeah, they're amazing. I really like Papa Legba, but then Misty Day, this one right here, she's huge, and she's really heavy, too. And especially because, like, her idol in the show is, like, Stevie Nicks, and she has, like, the shawl that Stevie Nicks gave her in the show, but the proto even kind of looks like her a little bit, like Stevie Nicks, so I think, like, that's kind of cool. But then all of the American Horror Story protos, they're all like warm colors, so they're all like orange or red or yellow or tan or something. But this set right here, Elsa Mars and Ma Petite.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah, the blue. Like, her hair is really nice. It's nothing like super special, but the sculpt is just amazing.
Detail's amazing.
Yeah, and then like she's blue, so it creates like a good contrast with all the rest of them. And then of course little Ma Petite.
And that's all pink.
Put Elsa down. Ma Petite, she's just a little baby proto.
And they come together as a set, right?
Yes, they do. And
okay.
Thankfully I was able to buy them as a set too, because if I'm not mistaken, Gemini only sold one set together, and then they sold like just the white Elsa, but not the Ma Petite. So thankfully, I was able to get both of them together.
How was your day today? Go ahead.
That's it. It's pretty good. I mean, there's some family stuff going down, but besides that, it's good. How about you?
Doing tired. I'm exhausted. I have college and school to work on all the time, but other than that, I'm fine. I'm glad I got the mic situated so that way I could actually live stream today.
Yeah.
All right, your favorite NYCC pop?
Professor Coral. I've been waiting for him for forever, and I'm so glad that they made him with, like, you can't really see.
Take him out of the box. He's an out-of-box pop.
I have him in a protector because he's just that beast. Like, I'm so happy that they introduced the cat is just wrecking this entire counter. I'm so excited that they introduced, like, the removable hat.
Yes, it happened with that in Okoye, and they look so great.
And even though I think it's going to break every time I try to take it off, it doesn't. But I mean, like, Voldemort's face on the back and then his face on the front is just...
It's the best.
It's
literally...
It's amazing. And that I was able to get it in the first stock from FYE online, and I didn't have to pay flipper prices, and I don't think that they charged me shipping for it. I think their system messed up, so that was pretty cool too.
Alright. Favorite SDCC pop? Once after you get situated.
It's somewhere over here. That would have to be, of the ones in my collection, that would be the Nux car.
Lucky. That looks so great. That looks so great.
I was really disappointed when I got it off the Funko shop. When I received it.
It didn't come in the black box.
yeah, it didn't come in the black box, which is really the only reason why I bought it, because I was like, yeah, it's a very nice black box you have there. But it didn't, but it's no problem. I really like it anyways.
Okay. Okay. Favorite ECCC pop?
The Pulpo, or at least in my collection, Pulpo.
In your collection.
Yeah, I really like the green, or the emerald chrome Batman, and the Bigfoot. I like those two.
I missed both of those, unfortunately. That Comic-Con was a wreck for me.
Yeah, I was able to get Pulpo and the baseball player, but no Bigfoot and no Batman.
Alright. What is your least favorite Funko product?
Of all of them all together, like just one individual figure, it'd have to be the Agent 13 from
Civil War.
I think it's Agent 13. She's the one with like the nunchucks or something. It's a really boring pop, and it's just they didn't do very good on it, at least in my opinion. I think they could have done a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't collecting Marvel at the time, thank God, but now I'm getting into Marvel. I'm collecting more and more. I got most of the Infinity War set myself, but that is a relatively boring pop. I couldn't tell you that was Agent 13 for the love of God.
Yeah. Well, because like she has just like no emotion. She's just all like turned on.
Yeah, it's really, really boring.
Mm-hmm. Like if you saw it out of box, you'd have no idea.
Exactly. All right, favorite Funko product other than pop figures?
Favorite? Well, in my collection, it would be this. It's the forest print Jack Skellington skull.
That's really cool looking.
I guess they call it like one of the super deluxe vinyls, but I wouldn't really consider it one of those, but I guess they call it that, so I'll call it a super deluxe vinyl. But I also got the Diamond Edition Super Deluxe Jack from the Funko shop. A friend was able to get it for me, so I just need to pay for it now.
The $80 one?
Yes, it was so much money, but I thought like, oh, it's a Diamond Edition. It'll be my only Super Deluxe. Like, I'll just, it's $90, whatever.
Alright. I like Pokemon, obviously. Yeah. What Pokemon pop would you like to see next?
I'm not really big on Pokemon. I've never played it. I've never, really gotten into it. But I know Charizard, I think that's his name.
Yes.
Not sure. I think that he would make a cool pop if they were to make one. I think it'd be a little weird considering the proportions, because his head is so small compared to his body.
Yeah.
And pops are the exact opposite. But I think that if they're able to, execute it well, that I think a Charizard pop would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they can take a lot of inspiration from the Pokemon Pokemon Rumble franchise, where their heads are actually bigger than their bodies. So I think it could work from there. All right. Tell me a story behind any of the pops you have.
Okay, so it's not a pop, but this is the Peter Perfect with Turbo Terrific Dorbs Rides, and it's signed by Mike Becker.
And he's the person head of Funko.
The founder. He's, as he wrote here, the COF, the chairman of Fun. I met him at the pop-up shop when I went to the press party. He was super nice, super awesome, and I got, my bag's down here, actually, and I just knocked Elsamar's over with my hands. I got this bag from the pop-up shop, and everyone who attended the press event, they all got one of these bags, and they were all full of exclusives. And this one was definitely my favorite from there because Mike Becker signed it.
Of course.
And I just think, I had him sign this one because I just think the actual Peter Perfect, that he looks like a cartoon version of Mike Becker, in a way. And I thought that, also, landscape-wise, that the box would be big enough for him to sign it. So he signed it and wrote COS, and then he wrote "Have Fun" at the top, and
That's cool.
it's very special to me.
Okay. Do you buy multiples of one character, or is one enough? Like, for example, I have about every single last Harley Quinn that ever existed. Do you buy multiples of one character, or is just like, I have a Yzma, I don't need the glow-in-the-dark Chase Yzma?
Yeah, I buy all of the different variants of all of them. Like, except for Dogen, because he's Dogen. But, like, all of the Pennywise, I have every single Pennywise except for, like, the old ones and the metallic.
Which, it's a pain.
Which, I mean, the metallic, it's the same sculpt, just a different color. And I've never seen the old It, so.
Okay.
I can't really be all like, oh, I have an attachment to this one or whatever. But yeah, like, I get all the Pennywise, I get, like, all the chases, like, if I'm, going to be a completionist for that set. Like, I have all the twisties, I have normal, unmasked, and the Freddy and the Bloody Freddy. So, it really, like, Pulpo, I don't have all of them.
But you don't need all of them.
I haven't really gotten around to it, because, like, they're all the same, they're just different colors.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it depends on what character and what line they're from, and like how much of the rest of the line I have, and how much I really enjoy it.
All right, next question. Would you rather buy pop protectors for all of your pops, or buy more pops but risk damage to the ones that you don't have protected?
I face that dilemma every single day. I'd say, like, probably 30 pop protectors, and I have, like, 200 and something pieces in my collection. So, I don't want to dish out a lot of money on protectors, because a lot of people want, like, $1 or $2 for each of them.
Yeah.
And that's way too much, or at least in my opinion, for a protector.
But I'd spend $6 on a hard protector any day.
Yeah. So I'd spend, like, a few dollars I'd spend like $20 on, let's say, 20 of, like, the soft protectors, and then I just put, like, the higher value ones in those and the highest in a stack, and then the rest, I mean, if they're replaceable and they're not too expensive, then I'll just let them, just be naked, no protector.
Gotcha. All right, we have 10 minutes and 10 questions left, so
all right,
let's go.
We can do this.
We can. Favorite glow-in-the-dark pop?
Cosmic Crunch.
That's a good-looking one. I bet that glows so well.
The whole body glows. It's excellent.
All right. Least favorite Chase figure?
You already know what it
is. I'll give you $5 in this.
The Chases, they're just so bad. They're all the same. There's just a different color bag. Like, it's not even big enough of a difference.
All right. Do you collect the ad icons?
Yes.
How many
do
you have?
Not all of them. Oh, I don't know. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have a lot. I can't. With the amount of time we have left, I can't even count them all. But I have the whole new Cereal Monsters. I have all the Captain Crunch. I have both of the Jeffries, just not the original. I have all the Twinkies except the exclusive Chase. I have the new Big Boy. I have Toucan Sam. I have Glow Lucky. I think that's it. I'm probably forgetting some, but I think that's it.
Okay. What's your opinion on the Funko shop in its current state?
I love the Funko shop. People, like, the light's really bad right here. I don't know what's going on. People really hate the Funko shop, but I think that it's just because they don't come prepared for it. Because, like, if you have autosave ready and it's an item that you want, you can get in, you can get the pop, like, it's easy enough to get. Just, like, you just have to be prepared.
You can't procrastinate at all.
Yeah, the only thing that the Funko shop really has that's luck was with the lottery system they did for 12 Days of Christmas. Let's hope
that was terrible. I was in, like, the top 500 for the Flock Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, me too. I was really mad about that one. I really wanted it, but I'm not able to get it. But, like, only, like, the random lotteries like that and the Toucan Sam, those were the only ones that really required luck, because as long as the site doesn't crash, and you're like, if the site doesn't crash, then anything after that's on you,
Yeah.
because you have to be there on time, autofill, everything has to be ready to go. You can't slow down, because if you take 2 seconds longer, it might sell out.
Yeah. So you just gotta be fast, and that's what my opinion is too. It's all doable. It's just as long as it's not lottery based, it's 100%
Right.
doable.
Mhm.
All right. Do you have any more space for Funko Pops in your room?
I have a little bit,
Just a little bit.
not much. My closet is completely full of them, and then I have like my big old nightstand dresser thing, and then it's stacked all the way up to the ceiling, and it's almost like double layered across the entire thing. And now with all the 10-inch pops that they have coming out, I'm really starting to run out of room. So
I gotta get that 10-inch
I'll,
Demogorgon.
yeah, me too. I need all the 10-inch. I have all of the ones that are already out except for Niffler and the Dragon Zord.
I
And
have
then
the
I just
Dino Ultrazord right next to me.
awesome. That one, the sculpt on that one's just amazing.
Yeah, I wish I was able to get one for myself, because this one's actually going to a friend of mine because he wanted it, and he does Power Rangers more than me. I mean, I only collect the ones that I really like, and I got the Dinozord, the glow-in-the-dark Megazord, Rita Repulsa, and then that's it.
Yeah, but none are like the actual Rangers.
Yeah, I don't care about the actual Rangers. I like the big robots and Rita
Yeah.
Repulsa.
They're cool though. I mean, the Rangers, yeah. I mean, the pops themselves they're okay, but like that Rita, that one, the Rita Repulsa, that one's the sculpts are really nice in that one.
All right, Marvel or DC?
I don't know. Marvel, I think. I really like Batman, but I mean, Spider-Man's.
I say that. I say.
Spider-Man's the best.
Well, I agree. Spider-Man's literally probably my number 2 favorite superhero.
Spider-Man and Deadpool. Deadpool was the tiebreaker on that one.
Okay. But Harley Quinn wins it for DC for me. Harley Quinn and Batman win that for me.
I like Harley, but I mean, she's not, at least in my opinion, she doesn't have as much depth, I don't think, as some of the other characters do.
Okay. All right.
Like Suicide Squad really showed some light on like Harleen Quinzel, not just Harley Quinn. And like I don't do any of the comics or anything, but at least from the movies that I've seen and stuff, it seems like Harley doesn't have as much depth as some of the other characters would.
Yeah, comics would definitely change your opinion on that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. What's your favorite movie?
There's so many of those. I really like the documentary God Off 5'2". That it's amazing. And A Star Is Born. It's gonna win all the Oscars this year. I really like Deadpool though. That one's excellent. The Conjuring 2. To get a bit of horror in there. The Conjuring 2 and It. I love those movies. I've seen each of them 50 times. I like even just like Aladdin. I love Aladdin, and I love like the really like the old original Sleeping Beauty. I love that one too. Like there's just so many different ones from different genres. I can't pick just one favorite movie.
Okay. All right. Back when you were uploading videos, how long did it take for you to edit your videos?
I had no idea how to edit anything. I had like no editing software, so I just recorded.
So you recorded and just put it up, right?
Yep, and that might be why no one ever watched them.
I think comes down to just practice, honestly, and getting the actual software.
They were really bad though, but now that I know more how to like edit and stuff, if I like when I get back into YouTube, I'll definitely be more educated on that.
Yes, and definitely when you do start uploading again, let me know. I'm gonna shout you out on Instagram, shout you out here. I'm definitely leave the link to your channel. All right. If you could get any autograph for any of the pops you own, who would it be?
The Countess. Lady Gaga. She's.
Like, that's your number one.
Yeah, I was really close to buying an autographed Countess Pop, but then it sold, and it was like $600. But I was really close to buying it because, I mean, the Pop's vaulted. She's amazing. I don't think she's ever going back to American Horror Story, so it'd be cool to like have a piece of her history that she's like actually touched before.
Yeah. All right. So I did this. I said if you stop collecting, would you still do YouTube? So let's say you stop collecting Funko. Would you still have the ideas of doing a YouTube channel or no?
Probably not, because like the whole reason why I'm getting back into YouTube is because of my collecting. So I might like do just like vlogs and stuff like I used to do, but I mean, I don't have enough of a following just like for personal stuff. I think that I like have a reason to have a whole YouTube channel for it.
Okay. And then the last question, question number 50. Once you get into the swing of YouTube again, you get a following, people watching you, and because they're watching because of your Funko stuff. And then you're like, you know what, I'm kind of worn out from doing YouTube. Would that also hinder how much Funko items you would buy or no?
Probably not. I mean, if people recommended that I buy stuff, like, based on, like, my YouTube videos, and they're all like, hey, you should get this and, like, review it, or hey, you should get this and open it, or whatever, then that might influence on what I get. But then if I get out of YouTube and people stop, like, requesting that I get stuff, then that'll just give me, like, more money and more time to just get whatever I want.
Yeah.
So, it might, like, if I do get out of YouTube, I'll definitely let you know. But if I don't, it might affect it, but I don't think it really will, because I don't plan on stopping collecting Funko or slowing down anytime soon.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think sometimes people get in the mindset, I'm doing YouTube, but people want to keep seeing more and more, so you keep spending money, even though you're like, maybe I don't need to spend all this money, and then
Right.
if you're like, holy crap, I'm done with YouTube, it might throw some collectors off of collecting Funko Pop still, and that's what I was thinking that might happen.
Right. Well, because like I'm really bad at saving my money, so even if I got off YouTube and stopped spending money, I'd still end up like spending money one way or another on most likely Pops.
Well, I mean, that happens. That's the collector in us.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, that was all 50 questions, guys. I know there's not many people on the YouTube chat right now just because it was supposed to be airing a little bit earlier and the timing was a little bit off. But for everyone who was able to check this out, I appreciate it. And then definitely thank you, Zach, for tagging along. Like I said, check out his Instagram page because right now he's working on getting his YouTube started up again. So once he gets that, I will update the description, and then I will also post onto another channel, onto my channel and onto my Instagram once he does start uploading YouTube again and what the account is and all that jazz. But is there anything else you want to say before I end the live stream?
Thank you. You occupied like half of my Saturday, and I have absolutely nothing to do, so thank you so much for that.
Alright. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time with more Funko content. I do not have another person to do this. I don't have any other people, so I'm going to ask around, but there will be another Funko interview. This was only the second one, and I think the series is actually going to be going a little bit strong from here on out. So I hope you guys do check around when that does come, and until then, YouTube, goodbye.